Hello, it's me, French Ted, and we are here for the next episode of WWE Raw, as we just dive straight into the action. There's no frills, no spills, no anything. We're going straight into Monday Night Raw, where we have got two title matches tonight. As you already know, the New Day have earned a title opportunity and will face the War Raiders later on tonight, in which I believe is our main event match. So you can look forward to that. And we've also got Black Tiger Mafia back defending their title against Pure Fusion. So we can probably guess what's going to happen there. But we open the show with one hell of a match. Rhea Ripley taking on Kairi Sane of Damage Control. Of course, it seems like Rhea is facing all the members of Damage Control leading up to her WrestleMania match against Asuka. And Damage Control saying in recent weeks that they're going to use this to study Rhea so that they can help Asuka get the advantage when WrestleMania rolls around. But yeah, really, really good match here. Kairi Sane is slept on, as are all of these women. I mean, we all love Io right now, but Io is still, I think, a little bit slept on. Let's be honest. But yeah, Rhea gets the win. Really, really good match. 85 crowd reaction, 84 match quality, 85 overall. Mwah. Rhea Ripley's just building that momentum. Of course, Asuka will have the odd match as well, but yeah, really, really building some huge momentum between these two women, and I'm very excited to see how their match pans out at WrestleMania. And just to confirm the continuation of the gauntlet, Adam Pearce comes out to confirm that Ripley versus Sky will be happening next week. Now that, I think, could possibly top the last two matches that we've seen, so I'm very, very excited for that. But let's turn our attention to the Women's Tag Team Championships. Of course, we've got Black Tiger Mafia, Michin, Kalani Jordan, and Tatiana Dumas. The devastating trio that have kind of dominated since forming a partnership. Especially Michin, who has got like a whole new lease of life, and Kalani Jordan is just getting better and better as the weeks go on. They are taking on Pure Fusions, Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler in a title match. So let's see how that pans out next. Didn't think it was going to be anything crazy, not going to lie. Of course, the crowd don't care about it because these women aren't the highest in popularity. I think I need to give Kalani a new image. I'm going to do that in between recordings. I'm going to source one out or make one, because some of her fits of late in real life have been off the charts. I think I'm becoming Kathy Kelly's up there, but Kalani Jordan is climbing the ranks. But yeah, either way, huge win here for Michin and Kalani Jordan. Nice win. Kalani getting the win, which is always nice to see. Little pop in their pop as well. And Kalani Jordan was made to look like a threat in this match, which is exactly what we want to see. We want to boost her up as much as we can. Michin is very much the leader, but Kalani's just this athletic beast of a woman, and deserves to be recognised as that. But yeah, really, really good. Great win for the Black Tiger Mafia. They've strung quite a few wins together now. I think Liv's just waiting for Raquel to return from that attack that she received a few weeks ago before they maybe cash in their rematch. Who knows? Because there's not really much else in the women's tag division. Again, don't worry, we'll flesh it out soon. But yeah, let's move on as we have a interesting, fully scripted, because I know you guys love them, video package and sit-down interview with our Royal Rumble winner, Drew McIntyre. So, of course, Drew will be facing our world champion, Gunther, at WrestleMania. And Gunther had a chance to kind of say what he wanted to say in recent weeks. And this is now Drew McIntyre's chance to just say what he wants to say. So Michael Cole is with him in a pre-recorded interview. So yeah, let's just sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. Should I put a Scottish accent on for Drew? No. Maybe, we'll see. So yeah, video package plays ahead of it, of Drew, just showing his history with the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania main events, because as we know, he won the Royal Rumble 5 years ago, I want to say, and then won the WWE title in just an empty arena. So he had a WrestleMania moment, but it wasn't a WrestleMania moment. So yeah, the video playing shows that Royal Rumble win, raising the title in an empty performance center, and then fast forward to his recent Rumble victory. So he's got a whole new lease of life, a whole new purpose, winning the triple threat at Elimination Chamber, Gunther staring him down atop the ramp. It then fades to black, and we see Michael Cole sat opposite Drew McIntyre in like a little studio or something. So Michael Cole says he carried the WWE on his back when the world was shut down. But for Drew McIntyre, that WrestleMania main event moment never truly belonged to him. Now, after outlasting 29 men and then surviving both Sami Zayn and CM Punk, he finally stands on the brink of a moment that does. Drew, welcome. Let's get right down to it. You won the Royal Rumble, you defeated Sami Zayn and CM Punk, and now at WrestleMania you will get a main event finally in front of a live crowd against our world champion Gunther. What's going through your mind? Drew McIntyre kind of adjusts his seat and says, "It's about time, Michael." I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. As I've said before, no, I'm not doing it. As I've said before, I carried this company when the world shut down. I beat the beast in an empty building. No fans, none of my family, silence. And for years, that silence has been echoing in my head. But this time, it's completely different. This time, the world is going to be watching in person. This time, the people are going to be in the seats. This time, it's going to mean so much more when I win. And Michael says, okay, let's talk about that road, because it clearly mustn't have been easy. You had to go through two of the best performers right now on top of winning the Rumble, Sami Zayn and CM Punk. How do you reflect on this short but hectic journey to this moment? Drew McIntyre says, Sami defines passion and Punk is driven by ego. Both of them tried to stop me for different reasons, and I beat them. Now, it wasn't just about proving that I'm better than them. I mean, I had no choice. But to me, it was more about proving to myself that this just isn't some off-the-cuff second chance, some flash in the pan. This is my right. Michael Cole says, and you've earned that right, yes. But across from you at WrestleMania stands one of the most dominant champions in recent memory, Gunther. No one's pinned him in an almost record-setting amount of days. Are you ready for that challenge? Drew says, Gunther's a machine. No nonsense, no excuses, and that's why I respect him. But I'm not coming for the title. I'm coming for validation. No, sorry, not just coming for the title. I'm coming for validation. And if I have to chop down a man like Gunther to get it, then so be it. Because I'm walking into WrestleMania as the challenger. But I'm walking out the damn champion. Michael Cole nods along as he turns to face the camera. And he goes, well, WrestleMania, McIntyre, Gunther, and this time, everyone will be watching. As we fade to black and we head to commercial. So yeah, nice little moment there for Drew. You know, he's earned it, he's deserved it. And it should be one hell of a match between these two monsters of men, let's be honest. But yeah, let's head backstage where the Black Tiger Mafia are about to be interviewed. You know, they just won their match. We've seen this segment play out. They got their breath back. And yeah, here they are with Jackie Redmond, who is very, very busy. So Black Tiger Mafia are backstage mid-interview, hyped up and laughing about their win and the momentum that they have right now. When suddenly, out of nowhere, Liv Morgan and the returning, Raquel Rodriguez blindside them. And the interview just collapses into an all-out backstage brawl. Liv hurls a trash can at Kalani. Raquel slams Michin into a wall. Tatiana Dumas then tries to fight both of them back, but Raquel grabs her and powerbombs her through a table in the backstage area. Liv then drags a ladder over, climbs up it, and dives off of it, crashing into both Michin and Kalani. Security then rush in. They're trying to break it up as the officials are yelling for people to calm down and for there to be some kind of order to this chaos. Kalani then hits the guard with a chair and catches Raquel also with a chair shot to the back. Suddenly, Triple H, yes, Triple H, and Adam Pearce storm into the scene, yelling and shouting for these women to stop fighting. Triple H, over everything, goes, okay, enough! Seeing as though you guys want to hurt each other so badly, let's do something about it. Liv and Raquel, you haven't had your WWE Tag Team Championship rematch. And clearly, all of you love to use all these weapons, these tables, these ladders, that chair. So at WrestleMania, it'll be Black Tiger Mafia versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez in a TLC match. Book it, Adam. Liv grins sadistically, kind of licking her lips. Michin wipes a little bit of blood from the corner of her mouth, nodding as these two teams are going to face off at WrestleMania in a TLC match. Oh, I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Let's do this. Another huge match announced for WrestleMania as the card is just getting stacked. And honestly, I can't remember what has and hasn't been booked at this point. So I'm just not going to reference anything that I think might or might not be booked until that eve before WrestleMania, where we will confirm both full cards. So if you've been taking note, congrats to you. I've got it all written down already. It's just when we get there, But yeah, let's move on and let's just go into some singles action where Bron Breakker, who is our new #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship and will be at WrestleMania against Karrion Kross, takes on Austin Theory. Grayson Waller got Austin Theory this match because he wanted to kind of apologize for messing up in the main event last week. So for some reason, he thinks feeding Theory to Bron Breakker is going to make up for it. But hey ho, let's see what happens. And yeah, of course, what do you expect? Bron Breakker wins. Good win from Bron here. Theory didn't really stand a chance. Grayson Waller doing nothing at ringside to really help, let's be honest. But yeah, nice solid win for Bron. But obviously, post-match shenanigans are going to happen, especially when Karrion Kross is involved. So Bron Breakker is standing in the ring, all sweaty and fired up from defeating Austin Theory. The crowd is cheering when suddenly the screen flickers black and white and Karrion Kross appears in a pre-recorded promo, his voice intense, just like that picture, bloody hell. He goes, "Bron, you just keep tearing through everyone like a wild dog off the leash. But eventually, even the most dangerous animals get put down." Scarlett then leans in, cleavage and all, and just goes, "Tick, tock, tick, tock," as the video ends and fades to black as Scarlett keeps saying tick, tock, tick, tock. The arena lights return, but Bron, because, he's on it. He's a wild animal. He's got that sense, the sense of smell and everything. He senses something behind him. As he slowly turns, Karrion Kross is stood opposite him and lunges for Bron Breakker, but Bron dodges the clothesline from Kross and charges him as they start trading fists hard and fast. The crowd are erupting because, these guys, for some reason, really don't like each other. So they start brawling in the ring, and again, security rush down, doing an average job of pulling the two of them apart. Officials shout and hold them back. Bron breaks free for one last lunge before being fully restrained. Kross, he doesn't really need to be restrained. He's kind of happy that he's caused this chaos. He laughs maniacally as he is dragged up the ramp, Scarlett following with title over her shoulder. So yeah, the beef between these two is escalating. Bron just wants revenge. Karrion Kross just wants to see how far he can push the animal inside Bron Breakker. So yeah, lovely little segment here. Everyone getting a nice little push from this segment. We stay in the ring though as Jade Cargill is in singles action. Jade, of course, seemingly staking her claim at the women's intercontinental title, but we haven't seen anything really happen yet. But she takes on Candice LeRae in an average match. Jade was made to look like a threat because I think we need to just get that pop up a little bit more. But yeah, she's doing really well. Huge star power. She wouldn't sell much, which sold her as a badass. She's not him. If you're watching, whoever makes PWS, I want to sort that out. But yeah, Candice LeRae, she's really good at selling and making people look good. So, no brainer, mate, innit? 63, 63, 63 all around. Jade Cargill gets the win. And Jade Cargill obviously has had her eyes set on Lyra Valkyria and our new champion, Jordan Grace, who is actually with Kathy Kelly right now. So Jordan stands with Kathy Kelly holding her newly won title proudly, as she is obviously an official member of the Raw roster now and our women's Intercontinental Champion. Kathy says, Jordan, congratulations on your win last week. How does it feel to hold that championship? Jordan says that it feels good. She says that Lyra helped make this title mean something, and I plan to build on that. I'm not here to just stand by and wait for challenges. I'm here to seek. I'm here to defend. I'm here to elevate. And I'm here to prove every week that this title is the standard for the women's division. Suddenly, though, fresh from her match in the ring, Jade Cargill just walks in, you know, all dripping with sweat, looking shiny. And she says, that's cute, Jordan. But let's get one thing straight. You may be holding the belt, but sooner or later, that thing's going to be around my waist. Jade then steps in, you know, because she's much taller than Jordan Grace, trying to intimidate her. But Jordan does not flinch one bit. Jordan kind of looks her up and down and says, I don't do sooner or later, Jade. If you want a shot, earn it. Step up. Just don't be surprised when you find out that I hit a lot harder than people say. They share a tense stare down as Jade smirks, backing off slowly, while Jordan Grace stays locked in, staring down Jade Cargill. So yeah, big beef between these strong women. Jordan Grace, it looks like Jade Cargill is going to be your next challenger. As and when that happens, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, really good segment here. 91. How? I mean, I'll take it, but how? I guess it was the good looks of Kathy Kelly. Must have been. Grayson Waller is backstage with Austin Theory because, of course, you know, their bickering has begun and their bickering continues. Grayson Waller is mid-rant backstage, blaming Austin Theory for his loss tonight with his usual kind of smug, annoying Australian energy. Grayson Waller goes, you had one job, mate. One. And now I'm the one looking... I can't do it. I'm the one looking like a clown out there, getting you that match. I can't do Australian. What was that? G'day, mate. I can... Australia. No, can't do it. Austin Theory, who's kind of half listening, just goes, yeah, sure. Yeah, noted. As Waller just keeps complaining. And suddenly in the background, NXT's Shawn Spears and Izzy Dame walk by. Theory's focus kind of shifts from Grayson Waller as he watches them go, eyes narrowing slightly as if like, what are they doing here? Spears pauses, looks at Theory and gives him just a little cheeky nod like a, you know, mate? Waller notices that Theory is no longer paying attention and kind of, you know, snaps him back and goes, oi, are you listening to me? He kind of, you know, snaps his fingers in Theory's face. Theory kind of blinks and snaps back out of the trance that Shawn Spears somehow left him in. Waller then rolls his eyes and goes, oh, forget about it, and walks off muttering to himself. Theory glances one more time in the direction of where Spears and Izzy Dame went as we kind of fade to black and head back to the ring. So yeah, what does that mean? What is Shawn Spears and Izzy Dame doing backstage on Raw, and why was Austin Theory so captivated by him? We'll have to wait and see. But we head to the ring now as Finn Balor. He was kind of pissed off about his loss last week, so he's demanded another match, and he wants in on it. He wants a match. He wants to get some momentum back. There's no JD. There's no Carlito. Dominic is in hiding. He's out there all on his own again. He wants to build his own momentum. You know, WrestleMania's around the corner. Do anything he can to get on that WrestleMania card. So yeah, let's look at the Finn Balor's entrance and see what happens. Because as Finn Balor makes his entrance for his match, Roman Reigns blindsides him out of nowhere, beating him down viciously, ending the attack with a mean-looking spear on the ramp. With Balor completely laid out, Reigns grabs him by his little handkerchief thing, drags him to a sitting up position, grabs a mic and stares into the nearest cameraman and says, how many more of your teammates are going to get hurt, Dom? And how long until you finally man up and face me? Because I won't stop. Sooner or later, Dom, I will get you. Reigns then drops the mic on Balor's chest and walks off as the officials, they'll feel safe enough to check on Finn Balor. So yeah, that's another Judgment Day member that has been attacked by Roman Reigns. Dominic Mysterio is going to have to do something, surely, sooner rather than later. Otherwise, he's just going to be left on his own. But Again, we'll have to wait and see. Roman Reigns, of course, the big dog, the tribal chief, the OTC, whatever you want to call him. I think once he locks his eyes for someone, yeah, he's not going to stop. He's like a polar bear. That's what they do, don't they? They don't stop, do they, once they find their prey? I don't know. Someone educate me. Before we head to our main event tag team match, we've got a nice little vignette from Trish Stratus. It's a vignette showing her training and working hard in the gym. You know, focused, intense, wrapping her wrists, punch bag, lifting weights, pushing through her recovery from Charlotte's recent attack in the last few weeks. Trish Stratus then says, it's like a voiceover, says, "If Charlotte wants me to retire so bad, then so be it. At WrestleMania, I will retire if Charlotte can beat me." The vignette then ends with Trish like staring hard into the camera as it fades out, and the commentators Pat McAfee and Michael Cole confirm that both Trish and Charlotte will be in the arena next week as they confirm the stipulations and sign the contract for their WrestleMania match. So it is happening. Trish Stratus, Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, and it seems like there is going to be 1 or 2 stipulations involved. But now we head to our main event. It is, of course, the New Day versus War Raiders. War Raiders being our World Tag Team Champions. They claim they've taken on everyone. They've beaten everyone in the tag team division. The New Day claim that they are, of course, the best tag team to have ever existed. And it's about time they got their belts back. So, yeah, let's not waste any more time and let's see what happens. In a pretty good match. Sorry, I had a little bit of phlegm then. I'm really sorry about that. In a pretty good match. Look at all these greens. It is a win for Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. But you can see here that the finish slightly hurt the match. Why is that? Let me tell you. So towards the end of the match, though, chaos ensues as the referee's trying to get Ivar and Kofi out of the ring. Because, you know, they've just been pummeling each other for near 25 minutes. Kofi then pulls on the referee's shirt to distract him as Xavier Woods nails Eric with a DDT on a chair that they snuck in earlier in the match, and then finishes him off with a Lost in the Woods, pinning Eric 1, 2, 3 as the New Day win. And not in the cleanest way, because obviously this is the bad New Day, using a chair to get the win over War Raiders, who are of course not going to be happy about that. But the match is over. A 77 overall, 4.5 star match quality, really, really good. I love the War Raiders. I think that they're massively underutilized. I think Eric's actually the better one of the two. People love Ivar because he does a cartwheel, but Eric is insane. If you watch New Japan when they were there back in the day, unreal. Good old Ray Rowe, and I can't remember what he was called. Hanson? It was Hanson and Ray Rowe, wasn't it? Yeah. Unreal. Also, there's no Valhalla this time. She can piss off. But yeah, that is the win. And of course, the New Day celebrate their win, holding the newly won tag titles over the fallen War Raiders. The crowd are booing as Xavier Woods and Kofi are smirking, kind of being like, screw you guys, circling their downed opponents. They then get an idea. Kofi then starts stomping on Eric and Ivar as Xavier Woods joins in at an insult to injury. The crowd's boos get louder. Suddenly, Jey Uso's music hits as him and Jimmy storm down to the ring to a huge pop, looking to aid Ivar and Eric. The New Day, because you know they're smart, they've been here before, they bail, they run out of the ring, but not fast enough as Jimmy and Jey manage to land a few shots before Kofi and Woods scramble into the crowd, clutching their new tag team titles. The Usos check in on the War Raiders, helping them up, you know, being good sports, when suddenly from behind, two hooded figures, bam, super kicks and knees out of nowhere. They pull the hoods down and it's Los Garza. They don't want to be a forgotten tag team in Raw. They were embarrassed one too many times, especially by the Alpha Academy. They want to make sure that they are heard and seen in this division. And if it means taking out the Usos, then why not? Especially in the main event of Raw. So yeah, Angel and Humberto Carrillo, because we love Humberto Carrillo, not Berto. Actually, I don't mind Berto, to be honest. But yeah, I wrote down Humberto Carrillo in my notes, so I read it out loud. They lay out the Usos cold, standing tall over the wreckage. The crowd are now booing. They're confused. Eric and Ivar have also now just been kicked down by Los Garza, who stand on the turnbuckles kind of celebrating and looking at the New Day, who are looking on in the crowd. The camera pulls back as, you know, we see Ivar on the outside, Eric's kind of on the ropes, the Usos down, Los Garza standing on the ropes looking at their wreckage, and of course the New Day spotlight on them in the crowd, very confused and a little bit scared because now they've got 3 potential tag team targets on their back. So what the hell is going on, Michael Cole says. Los Garza have made one hell of a statement, Pat McAfee says, as Raw goes off the air. And that is how we end Monday Night Raw. My throat is dry. 81. Nice one. I'll take it. Yeah, good little show here. I really enjoyed booking a lot of this. Rhea getting the win, building that momentum. We're going to get Ripley versus Sky next week. I cannot wait. Black Tiger Mafia continuing their crazy good run as the TLC match is confirmed with Liv Morgan and the returning Raquel Rodriguez at WrestleMania. McIntyre interview, really enjoyed putting that together. You can read it all here if you want to. And then, of course, yeah, the Black Tiger Mafia incident. Bron Breakker building that momentum to Mania as him and Cross clash again. Jade has her eyes set on the Intercontinental Championship. There's a bit of beef between Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. And for some reason, Shawn Spears was there. Balor is the latest victim to Roman Reigns as Judgment Day are just getting thinner and thinner as Roman Reigns runs through them all. Trish and Charlotte will meet face to face next week in a contract signing. And the New Day are our new champions, our new World Tag Team Champions. But for how long? Because it seems like almost the entire Raw Tag Division wants a shot. Cool. We're going to end it here. I'm going to fast forward to Friday. I'll tell you about any interesting emails that come through. And we will also take a look at NXT. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, we are back. It is Friday. And yeah, not much happened. I'm quite glad we're skipping these now. The only things that happened that were interesting is, yeah, Tam Nakano has signed a 5-year deal with Stardom. We weren't interested. I mean, we did our research and stuff. We weren't interested in signing her, but we did re-sign Jada Parker, Ms. Parker, because we love her. She'll be on the main roster soon, 100%. But yeah, let's go and look at event histories and let's see the latest NXT and see if Mariah May appeared. Who knows? So we had Monday Night Raw was here. So Tuesday's NXT, let's take a look. Let's just look at the matches. Jasper Troy finally has a new image. I will start to slowly update images because this is an offline version because I've done tweaks to it. So I'm not getting the live updated picture pack. So I'm kind of just picking and choosing the ones that I can with the least amount of effort. But yeah, Fraxium get the win against Araya Connors and Kale Dixon. Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Kanemaru defeat Out the Mud. The D'Angelo family defeat Metaphor without their leader because D'Angelo's not here anymore. I do like Channing Stacks Lorenzo. I might keep him around. He can go, but I might keep him around and just switch him up a little bit. Lola Vice defeats Mila Schmidt. Mila Schmidt has been kind of pretty decent, to be fair. Lola Vice is incredible. Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights get the win against Swipe Right. Lots of matches here. And in the main event, Ozawa gets the win. I think that's his first win in NXT. Defeats Ridge Holland. Big fan of Ozawa. I've only seen like 2 or 3 matches of him, but I thought he was cool, so I figured I'd bring him in. Let's then go to Wednesday, NXT Evolve. See what's happening here. Big Cass gets the win in a fatal 4-way with Elijah Holyfield, Buddy Murphy, and Omos. Bo Dallas defeats Cutler James. That's a terrible picture. Vipress and Mariah May get the win. They defeat Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend. That's actually a really solid duo. I quite like that. Let me make a note of that after this. And then in the main event, Julia defeats Thea Hale. Pretty good match. Good old Julia. And then finally, our third NXT show of the week, because why not? We've got a huge developmental area. Ricky Saints gets the win over Ridge Holland. That's 2 losses for Ridge Holland in 1 week. Buddy Murphy defeats Cutler James. I think that's 3 losses for Cutler James now. Jada Parker just signed a new contract, defeats Stevie Turner. And is this the match? It is. And the main event, Stephanie Vaquer defeats Mariah May. Wow. And only getting a 64. Interesting. Yeah, I might have to look at some stats and numbers. Also, what's Stevie Turner doing in the ring? I thought she kind of took a break from all that. But either way, that is everything. Should we just see if they're still doing Tony Storm and thingy? No, because I know that Mercedes Moné is leaving. She's joining New Japan soon. But yeah, that's everything. That is it for this episode of Raw. We've got Friday Night SmackDown next as the red, white and blue battle qualifiers continue, among other interesting things. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned for that. Thank you very much for watching. And also, I think the post is obviously now well over a week old, or a week old. I know well over a week old now. But yeah, Mariah May or Blake Monroe, what we doing? What we saying? Let me know. Love you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, do it all. And I'll see you all in the next one.